Dan Dagger, along with all this great capability, I read an article about the geotagging ability that you're going to have that's less than a meter. And I thought, wow, that's awesome. And then I thought, wow, I wonder what the security aspects are of that. And I'm sure you're thinking all about these things. Tell us, give us a state of what's happening from a CISA perspective in regards to the national rollout of 5G.
Sure. Luke, thank you for asking me to speak at the Federal Executive Forum. And Tom, you. CISA's mission right now is to protect federal networks. And we don't have the resources to reach out to every federal network and protect it individually. So we do it through collaborative risk management. We identify the risks associated with the networks that the federal government utilizes, and we apply risk management mitigation techniques to mitigate that risk. CISA applies the three strengths that it has to do that. We have the strength of stakeholder engagement capabilities, our risk management capabilities, and then our technical expertise. And we take these strengths and apply them through collaborative risk management to secure those federal networks. I sit in the National Risk Management Center, which is the planning and coordination and risk analysis engine for CISA. We can take a look at threats. We can take a look at the vulnerabilities, the probability that the threat will exploit that vulnerability. And we also look at the consequence to the nation should the vulnerability be exploited. And then we share that information with the rest of federal government, with the state governments, with our regions, tribes, territories, the local governments at the state level, internationally, and then as well to industry, along a sector, for example, or with individual industries in the information and communications technology arena. Or we share that information to the folks that are running the national critical functions. So we help make CISA the nation's risk advisor in what we do. And our stakeholders make more informed decisions when they have the risk information. It helps them identify and address issues before they become problems with regards to deploying 5G. We have a national strategy to secure 5G, and we also have a CISA 5G strategy that nests cleanly under that national strategy, Secure 5G. And we're operating in a framework with implementation plans to make those strategies a reality. And we're making, CISA is doing its information sharing role through with that framework in mind, with those strategy frameworks in mind. For example, we do some state, locality, tribe, and territory workshops. We've met with Washington, D.C., with Minnesota, and with Utah. Our stakeholders need assistance on 5G deployments, information, best practices, technical expertise, and CISA provides that. We coordinate a series of workshops, and then we provide them with the information that they need for that 5G threat environment, for the deployment considerations, and available federal resources to achieve a secure and resilient 5G deployment. One of the other things we're doing is international engagements. As 5G connectivity becomes a reality in the US, there's a potential for an increase in untrusted vendors, equipment, and devices entering the area. Whether the vulnerabilities are malicious or inadvertent, there will still remain a need to maintain strong relationships with the international partners to communicate risks and to safeguard the flow of information. So CISA provides support through information sharing, through providing best practice information, through partnering with trusted market leaders to increase 5G standards and contributions. And then the other thing that's happening with regards to 5G is product development. It's one of the best ways to share information with our stakeholder partners. We develop a lot of products. It's an easy way to share that information. Things like the sector profile booklet, the 5G basics infographic, overview of risks that are introduced by 5G adoption. We have an excellent edge versus core paper that just came out, and then we have a 5G myths versus facts. I could go on about the products, but it's an easy way for us to share that information with others. It's public, so people can go to the CISA.gov webpage and look up supply chain, and we'll have all the products there.